Hello everyone. Welcome to all of you in FFB Live Chemistry classes. आज हम नए चैप्टर के साथ यहाँ पे नए चैप्टर की शुरुआत करने के लिए तुम्हारे बीच आए हैं। चैप्टर हमने फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री से लिया है और फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री का ये चैप्टर है सॉल्यूशन। दिस इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर फॉर इंटरमीडिएट क्लासेस एंड आल्सो फॉर कंपटीशन। तो आज हम फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री के सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर्स के कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक की शुरुआत करेंगे। उसके बाद फिर आगे के क्लासेस में हम इसके और दूसरे टॉपिक्स जो हैं उन पे डिस्कस करेंगे। इसमें मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट जैसे राउल्ट्स लॉ, हेनरी लॉ, टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशन, ये सारी चीज़ें इन क्लास में डिस्कस होनी है। उसके बाद कॉलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ सॉल्यूशन। Now this is my YouTube channel FFB Life Chemistry classes. Subscribe this channel for complete study. All are wrong. Study लिखा हुआ है, study of chemistry of intermediate classes and also for competitions. So spellings mistakes here. It is study and here FFB live chemistry classes. Okay, तो ये इसको अगले उसमें हम सही कर देंगे। फिलहाल जो बताया उसके हिसाब से आप लोग करेक्ट कर सकते हैं। सॉल्यूशन चैप्टर, इसमें क्या क्या स्टडी होनी है? टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस, एक्सप्रेसिंग कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सॉल्यूशन जो कि अब तक सिलेबस में है, solubility, vapor pressure of liquid solutions, ideal and non-ideal solution, colligative properties and determination of molar mass and abnormal molar masses. तो these are the main topics of chapter solution, इस पे हमको one by one discuss करना है। These are the topics of chapter solution. Now we can start from simple definitions of solutions and what are solution, giving an introduction. When two or more chemically non-reactive substances are mixed, they form mixtures. A mixture may be heterogeneous or homogeneous. A heterogeneous mixture consists of distinct phase and the observed properties are just the same as those of the individual phase. However, a homogeneous mixture consists of a single phase which has properties that may differ drastically from those of the individual components. Now, homogeneous mixtures of whose composition can be varied within certain limit is termed shift through solution. See again. A homogeneous mixture whose composition can be varied within certain limits is termed a true solution. The constituents of a solution cannot be separated by filtration, setting or centrifugal action. All solutions are characterized by homogeneity, absence of setting, and the molecular or ionic state of subdivision of components. When the solution is composed of only two chemical substances, it is termed a binary solution. Similarly, it is called ternary and quaternary if it is composed of 3 and 4 components respectively. Thus, the solution may be regarded as a single phase containing more than one component. Now, solvent and solute. Every solution consists of a solvent and one or more solutes. Solvent in a solution is its constituent substance which has the same state of aggregation as that of the solution. Generally, the component present in greater amount than any or all the other components is called the solvent. For the solubility of solids in liquid, where the liquid is present in large excess over the solid, there is no ambiguity in these terms, the solid being the solute and the liquid being the solvent. However, if the solution is such that the state of aggregation of the solution is the same as that of component present in smaller amount, the latter is called the solvent. For example, in the syrup, that is liquid solution containing 60% sugar, a solid, and 40% water, a liquid, same aggregation as solution. Now, water is termed as solvent in solution of alcohol and water. The substance present in a larger proportional by mass is called the solvent. But if the both liquids have same masses in solution, it becomes difficult to differentiate between solid and solvent and solute. Now, types of solutions. All the three states of matter, gas, liquid, or solid, may behave either as solvent or solute. Depending on the state of solute or solvent, mainly there may be the following 7 types of binary solution. First, gas, solute, and solvent, and example. Solute, gas, that is, example is air. Gas, liquid, example is aerated water, that is, water is mixed with what in water dissolve, carbon dioxide dissolve. गैस सॉलिड सॉल्यूशन हाइड्रोजन इन पैलेडियम, यानी कि गैस क्या है सॉल्यूट और सॉलिड सॉल्वेंट है तो पैलेडियम सॉल्वेंट है यहाँ. लिक्विड अल्कोहल इन वाटर और बेंजीन इन टॉलुइन. लिक्विड सॉलिड मरकरी इन जिंक एमलगम. Now solid liquid sugar in water, common salt in water, and 7 types is solid various alloys of metals. The solution of liquid in gas or solution in gas is not possible because the constituents cannot form homogeneous mixture. What are not possible? Solution of liquid in gas or solid in gas is not possible. For given solution, the amount of solute dissolved in a unit volume of solution is termed as the concentration of the solute. Solution containing relatively high concentration of solute are called concentrated solution, while those of relatively low concentration of solutes are called as dilute solution. Now, some concentration terms. These are classified into 2 ways. First, volume related and second, mass related. Volume related, that is temperature dependent. First, volume by volume, that is V upon V, represented as this volume by volume percentage is volume of the solute upon volume of the solution into 100. And gram by volume is equal to gram per liter. Gram per liter volume is equal to mass of the solute upon volume of the solution is equal to mass of the solute upon volume of the solution in ml into 1000. जब लीटर में तो 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Now molarity. Molarity is equal to number of mole of solute upon number of liter of solution. Now number of mole of solute is equal to given mass of the solute upon molecular mass of the solute. Now normality. Number of equivalent weight of solute upon number of liter of solution is equal to, now equivalent weight of the solute is equal to molecular mass of the solute upon acidity or basicity. For example, H2SO4, hydrogen present in the acid is known as basicity of the acid, and hydroxyl ion present in the base is the acidity of the base, and in case of salt, molecular weight is divided by either positive or either negative charge present in the salt. So acetic acid H2SO4 molecular mass is 98 and its basicity is 2. Then equivalent weight of the H2SO4 is 49 In case of salt, equivalent is equal to molecular mass upon charge present on the sodium or chloride is equal to 1. This is 40, not 4. This is the 4. Now, mass related terms. Temperature dependent जो टर्म्स है वो है मोलैलिटी एम. मोलैलिटी एम इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ ग्राम मोल ऑफ द सॉल्यूट अपॉन नंबर ऑफ kilograms of the solvent, and concentration is in ppm, that is parts per million. Parts per million, yani million is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 million. 1 ppm is equal to mass of the solute upon mass of solution into 10 to the power 6. Now mole fraction x. Mole fraction of solute x is equal to mass of the solute upon moles of the solute plus moles of the solvent. Now the mole fraction of solvent x is equal to mole of the solvent upon moles of the solvent plus mole of the solute. Now mole fraction is unitless. Now weight by weight mass or mass percentage. Mass percent of solute is equal to mass of the solute upon mass of the solution into 100. And this is equal to mass of solution upon mass of solute plus mass of solvent into 100. And this is known as mole fraction. ये पूरा portion क्या कहलाता है? Mole fraction. So this is the mole fraction or mass fraction is into 100 is equal to percent mass of solute. Now relationship between molarity and normality. We know at molarity into molecular mass is equal to strength of the solution. Similarly, normality into equivalent mass is equal to strength of the solution. Both are the strength of the solution. Then this is equal to this molarity into molecular mass is equal to normality into equivalent mass is simplified as normality upon molarity is equal to molecular mass upon equivalent mass, and molecular mass upon equivalent mass is equal to n. Then यहाँ पे n लिखने पे normality is equal to n into molarity. Now a simple example is here. Calculate the molarity of the following solution. 4 gram of caustic soda is dissolved in 250 ml of solution. 5.3 gram of anhydrous sodium carbonate is dissolved in 100 ml of solution, and 3.365 gram of pure HCl gas is dissolved in 50 ml of solution. First is 4 gram of caustic soda is dissolved in 250 ml of solution. Caustic soda, that is NaOH. Molecular mass of NaOH is 40. 13 plus 16 plus 140. Now number of mole in 4 gram of NaOH, 4 upon 40 is equal to 0.1. The volume of the solution is given 200, then divided by 1000 to convert it into liter. Now molarity M is equal to mole of number of mole of solute upon volume of solution in liter. Putting these values, we get 0.5 m. Now second, molecular mass of anhydrous sodium carbonate is 2 into 23 plus 12 carbon into plus 3 into 16 is equal to 106. Now number of grams in 5.3 gram of Na2 is this. इस तरह से हो जाएगा ये. Number of gram divided by molecular mass. Now volume of the solution in liter, जो volume दिया है उसको 1000 से divide किया तो आ गया 0.1, and molarity is equal to 0.05 and 0.1. This is 0.5. Third part of the question, molecular mass of HCl 1 plus 35.5 is equal to 36.5. Number of gram mole in 0.365 gram of HCl is this. Volume of the solution in liter 50 divided by 1000, we get 0.05. Now molarity is equal to 0.01 upon 0.05 is equal to 0.2 m. Now the another example is here. This is simple but important question. Calculate molality. Calculate molality of the solution. Calculate molality of the solution obtained dissolving 11.7 gram sodium chloride in 50 gram of water. Molality is equal to molecular mass of NaCl upon weight of solvent. तो weight of solvent कितना हो जाएगा? ये हो जाएगा, और ये दिस फॉर्मूला इज इक्वल टू W इंटू 1000 अपॉन M डैश W इन, दैट इज सारी वैल्यूज हमने रखा है यहाँ पे और मिल गया 0.5 M. नाउ अनदर इज 214.2 gram of sugar syrup contains 3 gram of cane sugar. Find out the molality of the sugar syrup. Like this फार्मूले में सारी चीजें हम रखेंगे तो हमको 0.55 क्या मिलेगा? M. Now 10 gram caustic soda dissolved in 500 gram water. Find the molality. सारे क्वेश्चन ये मोलैलिटी के हैं, इसके लिए फार्मूला ये है और सारी चीजें रखने पे हमें मोलैलिटी मिल जाएगी. 5.5 mole of acetone is dissolved in 450 gram of water. Compute mole fraction of acetone and water in obtained solution. Molecular mass of acetone and water 58 and 18 respectively. The mole of the acetone, mass of the acetone upon molar mass of the acetone दिया हुआ है, molar mass और mass of the acetone दिया है 5.8. तो mole of the acetone, similarly mole of the water, mass of the water upon molecular mass of the water is this. Total number of moles हो गए इतने. The mole fraction of acetone, mole of acetone upon total mole, and mole fraction of water, total mole, mole of the water upon total mole is equal is this. कितना आंसर आया है शॉर्ट करके देख सकते हैं इस तरह से. ये तुम्हारा आया 10 to the power minus 3, 3.98 into 10 to the power minus 3, ये 9.96 into 10 to the power minus 1. This is the mole fraction of water. Now 500 ml of solution contains 1/10th of equivalent mass of HCl. Compute the normality of the solution. Now molecular equivalent weight, molecular equivalent of HCl is equal to mass of HCl upon equivalent mass of HCl into 1000. This is equal to N into V. Now mass of HCl is equal to, putting the values we get N of the HCl. Now 6 gram salt is dissolved in 250 gram water. Find out molality of the solution. Molecular mass of salt is 60. The molality is equal to mass of solute into 1000 upon molecular mass of solute into mass of solvent. Putting the values, we get 0.4 M. Now the density of 2.03 M aqueous solution of acetic acid is 1.014 gram per liter. Molecular mass of acetic acid is 60. Compute the molality of the solution. Now molality of the solution is this. Mole of the acetic acid is 2.03 and mass of the acetic acid divided by 60 हो जाएगा. Now mass of the solution is this. Now mass of water is equal to mass of solution minus mass of acetic acid. Then the molality of the solution is equal to molecular mole of the acetic acid upon mass of water, and putting this value we get this. As an example, calculate the molarity of water. Density of water is 1 gram per ml or 1000 kilogram per cube. Solution, let the volume of water be 1 liter of 1000 ml or mass be 1000. Now mole of water is equal to mass of water upon molecular mass of water is this. Now molarity of water is equal to mole of water upon volume of water in liter. Now 10.0 ml of ethyl alcohol, which has a density 0.798 gram per liter, was dissolved in required amount of water to make 100 ml solution. 100 ml solution की density है 0.982 gram per liter. Now calculate the concentration of solution in terms of volume percent ethyl alcohol, mass percent, mass volume percent, molality and mole fraction. सबका अलग अलग फॉर्मूला यूज करते हुए हम सब कुछ निकाल सकते हैं. The percent ethyl alcohol is equal to volume upon volume percent is equal to volume of ethyl alcohol upon volume of solution into 100, and percent ethyl alcohol mass by volume is equal to volume of ethyl alcohol upon volume of solution into 100 is equal to volume of ethyl alcohol into density upon volume of solution into density into 100. तो वैल्यूज रखने पे हमको मास बाय वॉल्यूम एथिल अल्कोहल का परसेंटेज मालूम हो गया. नाउ मास वॉल्यूम परसेंट, दैट इज mass volume percent is equal to mass of ethyl alcohol upon volume of solution into 100. उसी तरह molarity of the solution is equal to mole of ethyl alcohol upon volume of solution into 100, and molality is equal to moles of ethyl alcohol upon mass of water into 100. तो सारी वैल्यूज रखने पे हमें ये मिल गया. और मोल फ्रैक्शन क्या हो जाएगा? मोल ऑफ एथिल अल्कोहल अपॉन मोल ऑफ अल्कोहल प्लस मोल ऑफ वाटर. इनकी भी वैल्यूज मिल लिखने पे हमें मोल फ्रैक्शन 0.0329 मिलता है, जो कि यूनिट लेस है. Now see the another simple example. 4.9 gram of sulfuric acid is dissolved in 200 ml of solution. Find the molarity of the solution. The molarity is equal to number of moles of solute upon volume of the solution into 1000, and number of moles is equal to given mass of solute upon molecular mass of solute. Putting the values, we get 0.05. This is the molarity. मोलरिटी मालूम हो गई तो m इज इक्वल टू सारी रखने पे आ जाएगा 0.25, यानी लीटर में से डिवाइड किया जाएगा इसको 1000 से. जो ml में हमने रखा ये वैल्यू है यहाँ पे, तो 1000 से डिवाइड करने पे मोलरिटी इज इक्वल टू ये नंबर, सॉरी दिस इज द नंबर ऑफ मोल्स, ये हमने यहाँ निकाला, and molarity is equal to number of moles divided by volume, and this is in mls, then this is multiplied by 1000 and we get m is equal to 0.25 m. Now 15 gram of methyl alcohol is dissolved in 35 gram of water. What is the mass percent of methyl alcohol in H2O? The mass of the methyl alcohol is total mass of solution is equal to mass of H2O plus methyl alcohol, दोनों को ऐड कर लिया. Mass percent of methyl alcohol is equal to mass of methyl alcohol upon mass of solution into 100, and we get 30%. Now calculate the mass of cane sugar and water required to prepare 250 gram of 25% sugar solution. Mass percent of sugar is 25. The mass percent is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 1000 is equal to mass of sugar upon 250 into 100. Sorry, दी हुआ 25, mass percent 25 है. तो वैल्यूज रखने पे हमें क्या निकालना है? मास ऑफ द शुगर जो इजीली निकाल लिया जाएगा। नाउ सॉल्यूशंस, ये सम एग्जांपल्स थे जो कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स मैंने शुरू में बताए थे, उससे रिलेटेड कुछ एग्जांपल्स है। तो उसके सॉल्व करने से कुछ और भी जो टर्म्स थे वो मालूम हुए कि किस चीज का फार्मूला क्या है, तो इससे और दूसरे कैलकुलेशन भी सॉल्व हो सकते हैं। नाउ सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ गैसेस इन लिक्विड्स और solubility of gases in liquid. All gases are soluble in water as well as in other liquids to a greater or lesser extent. Solutions of gases in water play an important role in our daily life. The common examples are carbonated beverage, that is soft drinks, household cleaners containing aqueous solutions of ammonia, formalin, and aqueous solution of formaldehyde, etc. The natural waters contain dissolved O2, which is a vital for existence of aquatic life in sea, rivers, and lakes. The solubility of a gas in a liquid is terms of absorption coefficient. Sorry. हेलो, क्या हुआ कॉलेज से? हाँ, तो बैठे हैं, ऐसा कुछ काम कर रहे थे। हाँ बताओ, कब आया नहीं प्रोग्राम? नहीं, तुम लोग आओगे भाई, हम कैसे आएंगे? अब यहाँ पे हम नहीं आ पाएंगे। अनम और ये दोनों लोग गए हैं वहाँ, और रिवर्स हो रही है। यहीं के लिए तो कहा था कि हमने आ जाना एग्जीक्यूटिव से। नहीं भाई, हम नहीं आ पाएंगे, हम थोड़ा काम फैलाए हुए हैं। अरे है काम जो है, अभी थोड़ी देर हुआ अभी है। मैं तो रिवर्स हो रही है अभी। हम्म, हाँ, थोड़ी देर बाद आ जाना जो है। ठीक। The solubility of a gas in liquid in presence. Now see all the topics again. All gases are soluble in water as well as in other liquids to a greater or lesser extent. Solutions of gases in water play an important role in our daily life. The common examples are carbonated beverage, soft drinks, household cleaners containing aqueous solutions of ammonia, formalin, and aqueous solutions of formaldehyde, etc. The natural waters contain dissolved O2, which is vital for existence of aquatic life in sea, rivers, and lakes. The solubility of a gas in liquid is expressed in terms of absorption coefficient. It is defined as the volume of the gas in ml that can be dissolved by 1 ml of a liquid solvent at the temperature of the experiment at 1 atmospheric pressure. Now the volume of the gas is measured at STP. If V is the volume of the gas dissolved reduced to STP, V is the volume of the solvent and P is the pressure of the gas in atmosphere, then the absorption coefficient alpha is given by alpha is equal to V and nu upon V upon V. The following factors affect the solubility of gases in liquids. This is the important portion. The factors affecting the solubility of the gases in liquid. First, nature of the gas and solvent. Generally, the gases which can be easily liquefied are more soluble in common solvents. For example, CO2 is more soluble in water than oxygen or hydrogen. The gases which reacts with the solvent possess higher solubility. For example, HCl and NH3 are highly soluble in water. Now, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide are much more soluble in ethyl alcohol than in water at the same temperature and pressure. The second factor is temperature. The solubility of most of the gases in liquid decrease with increase of temperature as the dissolution is an exothermic process. When a water is heated in beaker, bubbles of air are formed on the sides of the glass before the water boils. As the temperature rises, the dissolved air molecules begin to boil out of the solution long before the water itself boils. Like this solubility, and this is the temperature. The solubility increases with the decrease of temperature. Now temperature dependence of O2 gas, that is solubility in water. The reduced solubility of molecular oxygen in hot water has a direct bearing on thermal pollution. That is heating of the environment, usually waterways to temperature that are harmful to its living inhabitants. Now, solubility of some common gases at different temperature and total pressure of 10 to the power 5 is given. Solubility in 100 gram of water. 0 degree centigrade पे solubility of nitrogen 0.0029 in 20 degree 0.0019 and at 50 degree 0.00125. O2 at 0 degree 0.0069 and at 20% 0.0043 and at 50% 0.0027. Like this CO2 at 0 degree 0.335 डिजॉल्व होती है जबकि at 20 degree centigrade is dissolved in its solubility is 1.169 and at 50 degree centigrade it dissolved in its solubility is 0.074 and NH3 at 0 degree its solubility is 89.9 and in 20 degree centigrade its solubility is 51.8 and in 50 degree is 28.7. Then the temperature increases, the solubility decreases. So solubility of gases in liquid decreases, solubility of gases in liquid decreases with increase of temperature. इसलिए हमेशा जो सॉल्यूशन होते हैं जैसे कि कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स वगैरह ये कम टेम्परेचर पे रखी जाती है। तो यहाँ भी हम इस डायग्राम को फिर से देखते हैं कि जैसे जैसे टेम्परेचर बढ़ाते जाते हैं सॉल्युबिलिटी ऑफ द गैस इन लिक्विड कम होती जाती है। Now Henry law. Henry law is related with the pressure of the solution of gases in liquid. The third factor which affect the solubility of gases in liquid is pressure. The most important factor which influence the solubility of gas in liquid is the pressure. The effect of pressure on solubility of the gas in the liquid is given by Henry's law, which states that the solubility of a gas in a liquid is directly proportional to the pressure of the gas over the solution at a definite temperature. This is the Henry law related with pressure. The solubility is taken as the mass of the gas dissolved per unit volume of the liquid. Thus, M is the mass of the gas dissolved per unit volume of the solvent and P is the pressure of the gas in equilibrium with the solution. Then M proportional P and M is equal to Kp, where K is the proportionality constant, where P, when P is equal to M, 1 and M is equal to K. The solubility of the gas at unit pressure is equal to constant K. The value of K is different for different gases at particular temperature. Now, magnitude of K depends upon the nature of the gas, nature of the solvent, temperature, and the unit of pressure. Now, equation first represent equation state line. The equation first represent equation of a straight line, that is y is equal to mx passing through origin. Now this diagram shows the variation of solubility of some gases against pressure. Solubility of O2 and solubility of N2 at the pressure, increasing pressure of the gas. किस तरह से डायग्राम से देख सकते हो. The straight line graph shows the validity of Henry's law. If the solubility of the gas is known at one particular pressure, then it can be calculated to other pressure using the following relation. M1 upon M2 is equal to P1 upon P2, where M1 is the solubility of gas at pressure P1 and M2 is the solubility of the gas at pressure P2. When a mixture of two or more non-reactive gases is brought in contact with a solvent, each constituent gas dissolved in proportional to its own partial pressure. Now, Henry's law can be applied to each individual gas independent of the presence of other gas. If we use the mole fraction of the gas in the solution as a measure of its solubility, then the law can be stated as mole fraction of the gas in a solution is proportional to the partial pressure of the gas, where X is X proportional P, where X is the mole fraction of the gas in solution and P is equal to partial pressure of the gas, or X is equal to K dash P, or is equal to P is equal to 1 upon K dash X is equal to KHX. Now KH is equal to 1 upon K dash, as we know. Now KH is called Henry's law constant. Different gases have different values of KH at a different temperature for a given solvent. Now, values of Henry's law constant for some common gases in water is here. This is the table. This is the Henry law and at the given temperature. The equation third, it can be interfered that higher is the value of Henry's law constant, the lower is the solubility of gases in the liquid. Now, limitations of Henry law. Henry's law holds good if the following conditions are fulfilled. The pressure is not too high, the temperature is not very low, the gas does not chemically combine with the solvent. Now the gas molecule do not either dissociate or associate in the solvent. In case the dissolved gas reacts with the solvent, higher solubilities can result. The solubility of ammonia in water is much higher than expected because of the following reaction. NH3 plus H2O forms NH4OH. This is equilibrium with ammonium ion and hydroxyl ion. Carbon dioxide reacts with water to form carbonic acid, and this is in equilibrium with carbon dioxide and water like this. Another interesting example concerns the dissolution of oxygen in blood. Normally, oxygen gas is only sparingly soluble in water. However, its solubility in blood is abnormally high because of the high content of hemoglobin molecules, which are eventually delivered to the tissue for the use of metabolism. The reaction is this is hemoglobin reacts with oxygen to form oxyhemoglobin. Due to these process, Henry law is not strictly followed. Gases are less soluble in aqueous solutions of electrolytes that in pure water. It is called salting out effect. And second point to be noted, non-electrolytes such as sugar if present in solution also reduce the solubility of the gases in water. Now applications of Henry law. Carbonated beverage. Effect of pressure on solubility of gas is used in producing carbonated beverage like soft drinks, beer, etc. These are bottled under a carbon dioxide pressure greater than 1 atmosphere. When the bottles are opened to the air, the partial pressure of CO2 above the solution is decreased. Now the solubility of CO2 is decreased as CO2 bubbles out of the solution. A second is deep sea diving. The solubility of gas increase with increasing pressure. The deep sea divers who breathe compressed air must be concerned about the solubility of gas in their blood. The scuba diver must ascend slowly to prevent dissolved gases from being released rapidly from blood and other body fluids. The bubbles of nitrogen and other gases affect nerve impulse and gives rise to the decompression sickness or the bends, which is painful and can be fatal. Deep sea divers substitute helium for nitrogen in the air that they breathe because helium has a much lower solubility in biological fluids than nitrogen. Generally, the scuba divers use the air tank filled with 11.7% helium, 56.2% nitrogen, and 32.1% oxygen. Now, second application is high altitude sickness. At high altitude, partial pressure of oxygen is low. Therefore, concentration of dissolved oxygen in the blood and tissue of the people living there is also low. At low concentration of oxygen in blood, the people suffer from anoxia. That is, people suffer from weakness and inability to think properly. Now, this is the complete discussion on the Henry law and solubility of gases in liquid and its application. उसके अलावा कंसंट्रेशन टर्म्स और उससे रिलेटेड कुछ एग्जाम्पल भी हमने इसमें डिस्कस किए. अगली क्लास में हम सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ डिफरेंट डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सॉल्यूशन इसमें डिस्कस करेंगे. उसके अलावा हम राउल्ट्स लॉ, एक इम्पॉर्टेंट लॉ है जो इस चैप्टर का, उस पर भी हम डिस्कस करेंगे.